PDT. It's time we talked about JoJo's Part 3, or JoJo's in general, because we've come pretty far on the journey. Before I say anything, I want to let y'all know JoJo's is basically like my first anime. I've seen anime in the past, obviously, but I've never really watched them properly. So this is a TV show which I've really engaged in and locked into. This is my introduction to really anime. So a lot of stuff that has happened I'm not used to, right? A lot of people that have probably veteran anime watchers are probably more used to that stuff. Me, not really. I'll tell you, I've been converted into a JoJo's fan. I did start off as a hater. I was hating. I thought it was weird. I saw the poses online. I thought it was just going to be completely weird. But it really hooked me. The characters, the story, the uniqueness, the art style too. Everything was so interesting, right? And this honestly introduced me to anime in general, right? I started this channel because I have a lot of friends who have watched anime that told me, I should start getting into anime. Our perspective, not only the philosophy, the deep stuff, but also just our community, right? What you leave with in every video. Let me just start with the bad, okay? JoJo's Part 3. Now, I'm not calling JoJo's Part 3 bad. I think at its core, JoJo's Part 3 is the best arc I've seen so far. Better than JoJo's Part 2. I think it's actually better. Why? At its core, the story is just amazing, the journey is amazing. But we need to talk about the anime adaptation because 48 episodes. Doesn't seem that long. Y'all, I haven't seen much anime, so I don't know if that's considered long. Maybe because I just got into it, it's long. But overall, it wouldn't have felt long if it actually wasn't dragged. Now, I think everyone's talked about this. I've seen some people just say it's completely bad, which they're wrong about. I've seen people say they love the bizarreness and the weirdness. I'm on neither side because y'all gotta understand this. The issue isn't the bizarreness. There's a lot of weird episodes. That's not even the issue. The issue is how dragged it is. There are so many 2-parters or 3-parters in the 48 episodes that could have been condensed into one. The fighting, the strategy, even the random stands that you meet that have really no significance in the greater story, I appreciate, same as most of you do, because it's part of the journey. They grow as people, they grow together, they learn, right? And what makes you so attached to each of the characters, right? This has been real JoJo's. The first 2 arcs felt like separate anime on their own, but this one felt like really the beginning of JoJo's itself. If the animators, which I think is David Productions, didn't really drag it so much to the point where I think the whole arc could have been in 26 episodes. Same way the first season of JoJo's was. Could have been easily 26 episodes done, but they really dragged out a lot of the episodes to 2-parters, which could have been resolved way faster. So that's my first issue with JoJo so far, is just the pacing. The second issue, which I'm not going to say where I'm at in Part 3, I'm at a point where characters have died. And it really traumatized me. I've never been, I don't know, because I gotta get used to watching more anime, but I really grew video-wise. Y'all been watching these reactions, you've connected to these characters. I can't even talk about it, it's painful. But the way they killed off one of the characters, and people are gonna say, oh, that's just unfairness, and it's serious now because we're in Dio's mansion and whatever. The way they killed off one of the characters, and y'all know which one, randomly, without even a warning, everything just turned up randomly, and then they died, and we didn't even see them really die. After them already dying beforehand, earlier in the series, but no, they came back and they faked their death. I felt like that was poor writing, because the fact that the first time, this person already died once, right? So anybody who is blind watching, like me, that is watching this play through, I'm thinking they're just going to come back again, because they already came back once. Because in the fashion that they died this time was so crazy, so fast. It came out of nowhere, just nowhere, not even a grand death or anything. It didn't really make sense to me, and I feel like it's just gonna, I don't know, if they kill off more characters, I'm gonna be completely shocked, because they already went crazy there. So I feel like JoJo's kills off a lot of characters. Maybe I'm not used to that. I'm not saying it's an issue. Some of them feel so abrupt. That one just was such a huge death, and it just felt so abrupt to me. I think it's time we talk about the good stuff now, because there's so much good stuff to talk about, but I'm going to mainly talk about some of my favorite things. Cars from Season 2 was one of the best villains I've seen. The Pillarmen. Literally the cultural representation in Part 3. Everything, it's one of the most unique things I've seen, and I haven't seen much TV shows yet But I'll tell you, I've never seen, in fact, in part 3 that they're literally traveling across the world while going on this journey is what makes it so cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's such a cool aspect of JoJo's. And if you compare the pacing from part 1 and 2 to part 3, you will see a huge gap. Part 1 and 2 are 26 episodes. Part 3 is 48. That puts into perspective how much better the pacing was at the beginning. The first 2 parts, genuinely perfect. I don't think I have a singular issue with the first 2 parts, aside from the fact that Speedwagon's dead. Spoiler alert. Where's Speedwagon at? Anyways, to sum up this video, this is kind of a checkpoint for me, but also I started this as one of my first anime, and I'm basically converted now from definitely a hater and a doubter to a fan, and I'm really excited for what's next. If you watched this video to the end, which I know a lot of people may have or haven't, this is what happens when you make it to the end of a video. You can get a little bit of a sneak peek of what's coming next. I have friends who I'm thinking, I don't want to spoil anything and you'll get an announcement soon, but a new channel, y'all, may be being announced soon, including me and a couple other guys. I'm not going to say anything, but it may include some JoJo's reactions. One of the friends in this group is an anime veteran who can guide me and my friend. He's also hasn't seen a lot of anime as well, so it'll be a first reaction for him, but he's going to guide us, because I've realized I've been going through this blind, and also I've seen group reactions are just really huge. If y'all want that, comment down below. We've already done a lot of videos together, so that's why I've been slowing down a little bit of the reactions, because I want to do JoJo's with them, and I could guide them. I don't think they've seen JoJo's, so we'll talk about that later. Y'all want more? If y'all have more questions on that, let me know in the Discord. It's gonna be a big deal. That's what I'm gonna say. I have a lot of plans. I've been working the last couple weeks, not even on my channels, but on other channels, and y'all will see what I mean by that. It's gonna be insane. Nobody's doing it like us. So PDT, stay loyal now. This is gonna be a huge point. JoJo's, I'm really excited to continue, and also other anime. So if you're a JoJo's fan, you're part of PDT, and if you want to see other anime, comment down below, let me know. But this is my checkpoint in JoJo's. We'll make more videos like this as we go. But overall, JoJo's, if I give it a rating right now, the first 2 parts I think were a 10. I think the third part is a 10 at its core. Maybe I'm being too nice. Maybe I'd say the first 2 parts are a 9. But the third part at a core to me is perfect if it wasn't dragged in the anime, if it was better adapted. So this third part overall, I don't know how I'd give it an average, maybe like 8. But at its peaks, perfect, bro. I'm like, it's perfect. So I'm gonna see y'all there. A lot of stuff coming up. Just a quick checkpoint video. PDT forever, PDT for life. Let me know y'all thoughts. Overall, it's just anime. We're having fun, and I'm excited for what's next. See y'all there.